Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are almost positive in our finances. We were working on it. We were positive for a little bit, but then it went back negative. Now it's back positive. It's kind of all over the place. We want to pay down our debt. That is a very, very big deal, and get that interest payment down. So we're definitely going to work on that here, and we're not going to expand our costs anytime soon. That's for sure. Now, I do want to check in on our journal here. How's that consolidating colonial rule going? Very well. We would need to own Baluchistan, huh? Baluchistan is up over this way? Let's pin that... Oh, hello. Let's pin that open here. Oh, no. Let's pin that open. There we go. Okay. So that means attacking Macron. Can we get away with that? How's our infamy? 87.6. So if we were to attack Macron, there's also this little chunk of Oman here that would probably mean that we don't have all of Baluchistan. Yes. So we would also have to fight Oman for that. Okay. As a hypothetical, 3.5 infamy. That seems manageable. That does seem manageable. Let's do it. So we're going to get that started. Excellent. So I would love to go after this little chunk of Oman. We may or may not be able to get that. We'll check in on that after this diplomatic play is over. So our major concern is going to be infamy. We're at 91 right now. It's going to continue dropping. And we'll see if anybody decides to stop us here. So we're going to be puppeting Macron. And then we go after Gwadar. And we would not look to puppet that. It would be interesting to see how we end up pulling that one off. But for right now, I think we're reasonably okay with what's going on here. We're building a bunch of railways to address our market access issues. And these railways are producing, what, 20 infrastructure each right now? Yeah, so sorting by infrastructure... This is all correct. We don't require any additional there. And for the moment, I'm not too concerned about ports. Okay. So we're turning a very small profit here, although we're not fully removing from our investment pool right now either. So that's noted. We definitely do want to get all of this completed. Very soon. Slave schooner mutiny, huh? Relations towards France. Well, we're going to need to fight France eventually. Just for this little area, but even so. So this is going very well, right? Nobody's really joining on either side. We don't need anyone to join. I know I said that I would learn how to do sways. Actually, does this tooltip say? Can attempt to sway any other country with an active interest in the strategic region by offering a war goal or other promise such as an obligation. Attempting to sway a country costs maneuvers. So presumably that is... out here? No. I don't know where to do this in the UI. I'm sure I'm just dumb. I'm pretty sure. It costs maneuvers, which makes me think it would be in the war UI here, or rather the diplomatic play UI. But I'm not seeing any sways there. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. And now we can't, of course, because we're in the countdown to war. It doesn't really matter. I'll figure it out one of these days. But we'll just mobilize these guys and send them on over. Okay, they backed down. Never mind. So we just got an achievement there. Mightier than the sword. Okay, let's see here. What is that for? Have the other side back down in a diplomatic play. I feel like that's happened before, but maybe we weren't achievement enabled? But we are achievement enabled, so sure. Sounds good. So Macron is under our control now. If we look at our infamy, we are at 90.4. So if we were to hypothetically go after Oman here, we would want to conquer Laristan? Hang on. Checking here. Is that the right name of the state? No, Baluchistan. We want to conquer this little piece, Gwadar. That's what we would want to conquer. So we would need to go to... We could take Treaty Port. Forces them to cede a treaty port. Interesting. We don't really care about Laristan, which is up over here. It's Gwadar that we want. So, is this treaty port what we would be looking at? And it looks like this would not actually get us any infamy. Indeed. Let's give it a go and see if this is indeed what we want. I'm not sure exactly if is this how the treaty port would appear? It might. This is just that port area, right? So this might be the treaty port here, and we would end up doing the same thing with this Portugal treaty port and this French treaty port. In both of these situations, they're the same sort of thing. So learning how to handle this against Oman would be much better than learning how to handle it against France. Portugal's kind of weak, but something along those lines. So I think we take the treaty port, which apparently doesn't cost any infamy. Let's give it a go and see if that's what we want. So I wanted to check our journal here as well. Yeah, Baluchistan is not considered owned by us at this point. Because we just need this treaty port. Sure. So we'll see how that goes. And we did not get any infamy for that. So that's great. Yeah, that's absolutely great. I'm very happy about that one. So we'll see how that plays out. Persia, eventually, we're going to need to take over. But right now, we're not going to do that. Now, we don't, to be clear, need to have all of these. We need at least 7 of them, and we have that. So we don't necessarily need this to happen. Consolidate colonial rule will be done very soon. I do want to reform the Indies. Those law changes are difficult, though. Very difficult. For the moment, it's not going well. So we're going to be entering the countdown to war here fairly soon. And I'm willing to bet they're going to back down and just give us the treaty port. We don't really want anything else here, so it's fine for now. Eventually, we might go after their territory over here. We'll have to see if that has opium. That is our primary concern, after all. And we're making money right now. That's a good sign. We're definitely reducing our monthly interest payment and getting that debt snowball rolling. We're going to also finish up these iron mines very shortly. So that's great. We're very, very happy about that. We have low market access in Delhi right now. And we may need to do something about that. Let's see here. Yeah, we probably should. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. Cool. War with Oman actually broke out. I'm shocked about that. Well, we'll send forces over there. They'll take a little bit of time to get there. But we have some allies defending that territory. It should be okay. I did not actually expect that war to break out. I expected them to back down on that one, but apparently not. Okay, cool. So this battle is going well for us, actually. Macron is winning this. Cool. So they've got that under control. And now our forces have shown up. Yeah, this seems fine. Excellent. So that's a victory, and we now control Gwadar. I think. Maybe. The front vanished. Are there no fronts? There are no active fronts. I believe that this is occupied by us. So I believe that eventually... Okay, Consolidate Colonial Rule was successfully completed. That's excellent. We'll look at that in a moment. Let's see here. So Oman is at 87.3. They're losing 1 per week because we control 100% of our war goals. Perfect. So that's exactly what we want. We shouldn't need to do anything else with regard to this war unless they manage to open up a front over here again, in which they'd have to do a naval invasion. And I suppose we could have this guy go patrol the coast. in the Persia HQ? Well, it would need to be, like, up over here, right? So it would need to be in Persia. Yeah, go patrol the coast in Persia. Cool. So that's looking good. That war will be over, and consolidating colonial rule has happened. A great Indian subcontinent has been brought under East India Company rule. Those foolish princes who opposed us have either bent the knee or perished. Colonial rule is held together by the collaboration of the company and the Indian princes. Over decades, we've seduced the Indians with promises of wealth and prestige, of military ranks and noble titles. Their service has been rewarded, and by winning their favor, the subcontinent is pacified. So we could get loyal princes, or industrialists would get political strength. We're going to annex all of these eventually, and our relations are pretty good with them, to be honest. Getting power a bit out of the hands of the landholders and into the industrialists feels pretty good, actually. So we'll do that, and avert mutiny should automatically complete as well. Or do we also have to complete the Reform the Indies journal entry? Looks like we also have to reform the Indies. Okay. So we need to not have land-based taxation, not have serfdom, and ban slavery. We can't change off of serfdom. We can't change off of land-based taxation. And we can't go to slavery banned. It's just not something we can do. We can't work on that. We need to have the correct movements pop up, and they're not doing that. Not a lot we can do about that, so if we end up having a mutiny, that would be sad, but we can probably handle it. But those law changes are going to be difficult. We've had, like, no options to do so. Luckily, our GDP is coming up nicely, and we're definitely starting to make a good amount of money now. So looking in here, Delhi is still at low market access. That's acceptable. Tools are expensive, and we can definitely do something about that. So building some tooling workshops in here sounds good. I'm going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's already one queued there, but we're going to get this one going, and it looks like we're fine to leave the railway where it's at, so that looks good. Excellent. So we'll get those tooling costs reduced. We're now negative financially. Investment pool is positive by a little bit. I'm going to build one construction location. We'll keep an eye on that. The tooling workshops should help matters somewhat. But I'm wondering if maybe we're not able to properly pull out of the investment pool for the tooling workshops, only partially perhaps? I don't know. Our investment pool is working very strangely. It's probably due to changes in this latest patch that I don't fully understand, is, I'm guessing, what's happening here. In terms of our overall costs here, I'm guessing this is largely to do with the fact that we have some of our troops mobilized. And in fact, we should be on rail transportation for all of this. For sure. All of this moves down to rail transportation. The price of transportation is going to be fairly high, but that's good. We actually want that right now. So that is okay. Harvesting tools seems okay as well. Cool. So that all looks fine. We're now negative on our investment pool. That's what I want to see right now. And down through here, there's no transportation, really. We could go to public trams, but that's not a great idea at this moment. So we're not going to do that. Cool. Wood, iron, and tools are all currently expensive. And we have a transportation input goods shortage. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and build a level 1 railway in every state that we've got here, just so that we have a railway. There we go. Now we're going to stagger these out a little bit. We're going to bring the tooling workshops up. And all of these up as well. Okay, so we're going to stagger these railways. And we're going to build something along the lines of this. It'll take a little bit to get this properly set up. But I want the railways to be kind of a medium-term project. Not really a long-term project, but a medium-term project. We do need to get the transportation input goods shortage dealt with. And that is fully expected, of course, that we're going to have that problem. So this railway goes here, this railway goes here. Something like this. There we go. So that'll be fine. The input goods shortage is definitely going to be a thing for a little bit. And these guys are going to give up eventually, which will help. But we do have some mobilized units right now until this is over. I want to take Treaty Port. They have 163 reasons not to accept this, and that's just going to continue to come down as their war enthusiasm does. Enact slavery ban. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Please do it. Please do it. Minus 100% conversion. Okay, awkward, but sure. 12.5% here. The landowners are unhappy. No shockers there. But we need to get this done. This movement is not a great movement, and hopefully we have good luck, because it's only 12.5% here. It's gonna need work. That's for sure. Branching out was successfully completed, so our railroad boom, railway throughput build, or railway building throughput, yes. We'll take that. We need transportation. Explosives are currently expensive as well, so we're going to need to deal with that. Egalitarianism was just unlocked. Cool. Does that give us any law options? We're already working on this. 0% chance of advance. Awkward. Okay. Well, we'll see if we manage to ban slavery here. Cool. Checking in here, transportation is still an input goods shortage. Explosives are going to be a problem, but for right now, I'm not super concerned about them. We are positive in our investment pool, so we should probably consider building an additional construction location. We'll get that underway. And we have a bunch of railways that are being built simultaneously right now. That is because we finished up some of our other projects that were being worked on. I want to check in here on infrastructure. Okay, that all looks good. Shouldn't be a problem for a bit, in theory. So 357 weeks right now here. These glassworks are going to finish up. This is all looking good. We're negative very slightly in the investment pool right now. That's fine. I actually wouldn't mind getting a little bit more negative in the investment pool. Because we have 1.14 million there. Power of the Purse was just unlocked. We're to get these construction sectors finished up. And that's all looking good. We no longer have transportation input goods shortages. That's excellent. Okay, never mind. We do again. But these railways are going to be finishing up soon. So that's all looking good. We are progressing nicely. Minus 3.25k. Looks excellent. This is less excellent, but we'll get there. Okay. Plantation proponents publicize policies, huh? Nice alliteration. But 75% chance of plus enactment chance? Yes, we got it. Okay. So we're hoping that we're going to have positive chances here. If we exit here, or actually we need to go into, no, that's not what I wanted. Here. 7.1, 65.4. Still a 0% chance of advancement. Okay. Well, we're going to try to ban slavery. It all comes down to RNG. We'll see if it works. Our GDP has dropped off a little bit. I'm not necessarily shocked about that, though. Tools are still considered quite expensive, and there is some low market access right now. That should be handled. No problem. So I do want to come into here and make sure that all of these railways are on auto expand. Do we want to subsidize the railways right now? The answer is actually no at this exact moment. We weren't paying anything for that, so that's fine. Okay, these are on irregular. Yes, that's good. Is our military budget down? It is. Okay. This war will be over soon. In fact, they would accept this. Let's go ahead and propose that. There we go. So yeah, we got that back. Beautiful. Okay, so that's looking good. For the moment, we're going to chill militarily. We're very notorious, and we're going to need to stop being quite so notorious. We're focused right now on banning slavery and getting our economy a little bit more online. Our investment pool is looking much better now. So that's great. Macron is damaging relations. They are currently rebellious. We should probably improve relations with them. Cool. So we'll work on that. We have a 27% chance to enact slavery ban. Fingers crossed that that ends up working. We'll see if it does. Currently expensive are tools. We can also do the doctrine of lapse, and we should certainly do so. We're going to go for, once again, the highest population. 2.56 from Mysore. Done. Okay, so that's good. That is now annexed, and that, of course, means that we need to go through our buildings and make sure that those are all set up correctly. So what do we got here? We need to get a couple of auto expands going, but mostly the urban areas were looking good. I'd love to auto expand gold mines. Banana plantations should be on rail transportation. Apparently I missed that one. But the rest of that all looks good. And this should be fine, although we want to go down to cargo port. Cool. Okay, so that looks good. Excellent. We're definitely having some taxation capacity issues. That's for sure. And Mysore is going to need some infrastructure. So it's at minus 39, so 2 railways here should do the trick. Cool. Apparently Korea is damaging relations with us. That's rude. Opposition members have put forth their demands. We have to. The bill needs to pass. So we're at 42.5% chance now. So that's looking good. Okay. We're going to ban slavery here soon. And we need to get all of these reforms done. That is our top priority right now. So these constructions are definitely underway. They'll take a while yet. All of these railways will finish up. And we're probably going to be a little bit overkill on our transportation, is my guess. Gold has been discovered in Guyana. Okay, that doesn't really affect us. Yeah, minus 43% construction efficiency. I'm guessing that is due to turmoil. Okay. Noted. Austria's improving relations. Cool. We're still very negative here financially. Very, very negative. If we need to pause our construction, we will. I do want to move some of these things up, right? I feel like we're overbuilding our railways a little bit here. I mean, we're only building a level 1 in each area for auto expansion purposes, but I want to not focus quite so hard on the railway construction right now. I'm going to put this tea plantation here because this railway is going to finish up. So we're going to move this tea plantation up. We definitely need to supplement these railways with ways to generate money, right? That is going to be important. So we're going to keep moving these on up. So these textile mills move to here. This opium plantation can go here. Otherwise, the rest of this looks good. Cool. Okay, so that's all underway. We're going to have these railways finishing up eventually, but we definitely need to work on our finances. A native uprising in North Africa. Okay. And we're hoping that this slavery ban goes through. Honestly, this tick would be ideal. We have a 42% chance, and we'll see how that goes. The only other thing that can happen is it stalls. which is not necessarily ideal, but we'll definitely work on that. That taxation capacity is certainly an issue. Okay. But all of this construction is underway nicely. We can see we're pulling very heavily from the investment pool now. That's a good sign, except for the rest of our taxation issues here. Okay. 41% chance. Let's see how this goes. 5 more days? Sad. We're just going to take the enactment time. We don't want to lose the enactment chance. So obviously we need to do something about our finances, right? We're going to finish up these railway constructions soon, and that will definitely be a big part of it. That'll be a big, big part of it. We have a lot of unemployment and peasants, and we certainly need to work on that. That is definitely the top priority. But this is looking good in terms of investment pool. We just need to get our economy balanced around this construction speed. So that'll take a little bit of time to get that done. Once these railways are finished up, which is not that far out, it should be okay. In theory. In theory. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to work on balancing our economy and getting our reforms passed. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. I said washing. Okay. Thank you for that, yes, but also for watching. Oh my. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.